Welcome to Bordeaux Quinconce. It's the best antiques market in Bordeaux. It's on twice a year. Let's go in and see what we can find. So we've just come in through the entrance and spotted these two gates. They're single gates, different style. This is kind of just normal metal as such, and then this is cast. And I was thinking these look quite good down in the cave at Villeneuve, so where we go for where we're going to set up a little wine tasting area or a kind of wine cave. The guy's looking for €250 for each of them. Seems a little bit expensive to me. And if I was going to go for one, I'd go for the cast one because I prefer the cast one.
Definitely. They're both very ornate, but...
Let's just see what else there is. There might be some gates that are a little bit more reasonable priced. So, they're on the same stand here. These are absolutely stunning. The guy's asking for €1,900
for the pair, yes.
For the pair, and I think those are in at €3,000 for the pair.
Absolutely beautiful.
They are the stunning, and they'd suit any noble house, whether it's a chateau, whether it's a maison de maître. It's kind of those pieces that make the exterior look stunning, really, but fairly expensive again. Let's keep going. Tables and chairs that I was talking about, but I wanted maybe a bit bigger, no?
Those are really nice. Yeah, bigger might be nicer, you're right.
This is the style, yeah, that I really wanted down in the cave.
Well, this is also the reason why we're here today, isn't it, Ed?
Yeah, we're coming to look for things for the cave and also scouting out for next week. We've got the wine weekend and kind of brocanting and of course foodie weekend as well. So we're going to scout out for everybody that's coming on that weekend as well. But this is exactly what I was looking for, but maybe slightly larger chairs for down in the wine cave at the Passion Project.
Something else that caught my eye, this dinner service by Bernardo, obviously Limoges, Porcelain. And it is at $680 for the full set.
So that stand was really good stand. Had that very old Indian chair, very deep. Just needs some cushions on it, and it's just finding a place for it. It's quite wide. We don't need it, but it's one of those things quite interesting, really. It's about, I think it's on for €800, and it's a big piece of furniture for €800. It's just if we have somewhere to put it, that's the problem, isn't it? We have to try and find somewhere. The table and chairs for the cave, for the wine cave, they were cast. A lot of it's cast, and it was a guy that used to produce these things, an artist, and he had it in his shop as a kind of display piece, and he retired, so they just bought it off him. Again, nice solid piece of metal, so we'll have a think about that and maybe come back with an offer.
For it?
Well, it was on at 800, which when you think about what you get these days in Leroy Merlin and things like that, for 800, it's not quite that quality, is it? No. We'll have a think about it, and we can always come back with an offer. I think I know a couple of people that might like this stand with the Lego.
Well,
all the toys. Our little Charles and Emma absolutely
definitely
love Lego, don't they?
They love it. Okay, Ed, we don't need it, but I see something within my budget. Although you wouldn't want that in the cave. Actually, no. I was talking about it's like 4 fauteuils, so 4 armchairs, would you say? Oh no, it's 100 each. I thought it was 100 for the 4. My mistake. I should...
Where are the other two? I've not spotted
I don't
them.
know. I do need to wear glasses. I need to have my eyes checked, but...
Never mind your fauteuil. I like the look of this for down in the cave.
What is that? I wasn't even looking at that.
And it doesn't matter to us that it's saying it's a single stand, like a candle. I don't know what it is. Is it?
What would you put on it? A candle at the top, where you'd have to have it staying.
It looks like it's had things screwed in here. Maybe you could put candle holders here. But wouldn't that look good down in the wine cave?
It would, but we're not looking for that, Ed.
€480, but I tell you what, you get your money's worth in metal.
Oh,
Can't even lift it. But look at how ornately kind of worked it is. It's really nice.
This is a very pretty stand.
Yeah, I really like some of the pieces on this stand, and the sad thing is that these kind of side tables, bedside tables and things, they're just kind of put on the end with all the kind of lower end pieces now, which means that they're probably not as expensive as some of the other things inside. But there is a piece that's particularly caught my eye, and that's that tall plant stand.
Oh, that is beautiful. It looks like Napoleon.
Yeah, and you know we love a bit of Napoleon III.
We do.
What I really like about this stand, as I've already said around the corner, is all these pieces, well, most of them are like usable and good looking pieces. So we've got like a Trumeau here.
Stunning.
It's actually on at 500. We've not talked about negotiation, but you know, I'm sure there's probably a bit of leeway there. But you just go around the store and there's always something catches your eye, and they're not completely out of everyone's price range, so it's a really good stand, this one. We'll definitely come here with our group, won't we, Anna?
Definitely, because look, even the little things like this, like jug here and the pot like for washing, that I love that. You can just like, okay, you could use it as a fruit basket, but you can also use it like for flowers.
So yeah, just check, that's actually €50, but look, I spotted something again. This is kind of what I'm looking for, but I'd need 2 more chairs to go with it. So I'm going to ask him in a minute. See, I didn't want the chairs that were over there were just kind of all little chairs. I want something a bit more comfy where we can sit down and properly taste the wine in the wine cave. We'll have a chat with him about that, but find out the price, and I could always pair it with something else maybe.
Yes.
But let's go have a look at those mirrors around the front, and that stand that I spotted.
Yes, definitely.
That was, I think it's a good price as well. Let's go have a look. Peut-être. J'ai besoin de 2 fauteuils aussi. Donc si je trouve 2 fauteuils qui vont avec, je reviens vers vous. Okay. Just in passing, oh, there's some weight to these. This feels like it's, you know, I don't think there's huge age to it, but lovely decorative piece, €50 each. Different styles.
I love it. Yeah. I think they're a really good buy.
Yeah, like I say, I can see this stand doing really well. I know it's probably already been open a while, the Cancons, but I think they're probably doing well or will do well. Let's have a look at the stand that I like. First things first, let's check out the marble. It's not cracked. That's a good sign already. I mean, there's a little bit of age to it, and maybe needs a little bit of re-gluing down the bottom, which isn't anything huge. But there's no chips on the wood. It looks quite good, and he's got that on for 150. So I think that's a good price. I know that at this moment in time, wooden furniture isn't doing so well. You know, kind of brown furniture. But I still think it's a good price and maybe negotiable. We just need to figure out if we need it for anywhere.
That is true. And you get into my favorite piece of this stand so far. Actually.
Yeah, so this is a mirror that's on for 400, yeah? Okay, there's a little bit of retouching to do here and there, but that's always the case when you buy a mirror in a brocante. What I really like about this piece is these inlays of glass that have got etching on them. So they're all there, nothing's chipped. Beveled glass, I mean, come on, beveled glass, how much does it cost to make a piece of beveled glass these days? It's a lot. Yeah, like I say, bit of retouch here and there. You can see a little bit of gold missing there, but nothing major, no huge chips. I think that's a nice buy at 400.
I think it is.
Just pan over my shoulder, and there's a lovely crystal chandelier.
I think I'll go even close.
I don't know whether every single piece is there. It's something you have to kind of go through with a fine tooth comb. Still needs a little bit of a clean, but yeah, I think that's 350 that chandelier. I think that's not bad. Chandeliers have been going for a lot more than that recently.
Have, correct, they have.
So, you know, it's approachable prices here. Just been talking to the guy who has the stand here, and he just said, "Oh, you want to see that painting there? It's quite an important painting." And apparently, it came from the palace of the governor of Ibiza.
Wow!
And he didn't tell me much more about it. You can tell it's quite an old painting, though. Can't see a signature anywhere, but he's selling that at 3,000. Apparently, that's from the end of the 17th century. That's why it's rather
beautiful.
Important.
I mean, you can see the arrow, you can see, I don't know, bow or some sort.
That's for, looks like a piece of grass of some sort, or a flower. You got a kind of post here, like a stone post with a round ball on top. You can tell she's got some clout behind her because she's got lovely jewellery there, nice jewellery there, some lovely jewellery up top.
Stunning.
Yeah. And you can see, of course, waves in the background and a bit of sea in the background there with a ship. A little boat.
Oh, yes.
So nicely painted. So this is something that caught my eye as soon as I kind of looked in here. It's actually painted on a table, about the end of the 17th century again. Yeah, maybe a table de vendange. You can tell it's of that style, that age, because of the style of the painting, you know, the way it's been painted, if that makes sense, like kind of not...
So you have the wine angels, no?
Yeah.
And maybe Bacchus?
Possibly Bacchus, but there's no grapes around, so we're missing the grapes. There's the clouds here. I don't think it's dirty. I think that's the clouds. Yeah? Anyway, it's on for 3,500. It's an exceptional piece again. So it's a bit strange because we've visited the whole of this stand. There's loads of approachable pieces, and then you've got these couple of pieces. I'm sure there's a few other pieces that are kind of exceptional. So yeah, they've got a good mix here. We've never seen them before, have we?
No, we haven't.
They're here every time. They're here every single canconce. But anyway, I really like this stand, and we'll probably come back each year now.
Definitely.
Let's keep going. Same thing happens each year. So we're going to have a quick wander around, and we don't even get half an alley done, and we've been here a while, haven't we?
We have, but it's like when we see things that we like.
Yeah, we have to stop and talk about
Correct.
them, really, yeah.
And it's nice, I mean, there were really nice people there.
Yeah.
And it's a new stand, so it's nice to discover something new.
New stand to us.
Yes, true.
Let's keep going.
That is very nice, Ed.
Yeah, I mean, same again. One chair, and it's a small one. I'm looking for those kind of really comfy armchair ones. I'm sure we're going to find some.
Wow. The best looking jardinières so far. Although those cast iron ones above, I mean, the other stand were magnificent. These ones are beautiful.
There's a pair and one different one.
Yeah, 380 for the pot with the ram head. It's very nice.
Of course, they're not carved stone, they're kind of moulded as such, but they're still very good quality ones, aren't they?
They are. They definitely are. And the people that were taking care of the stand were really nice.
Again, yeah, nice people. Ok, c'est combien de temps?
Look at these. amphors, that's the best way I can describe them. Cast iron, 3.6 for the pair. Wow. This is Madame David's stand. Madame David lives near the chateau. She always has pretty much porcelain, candlestick holders. But look at this beautiful service here. I don't know if it's for 80 or for 50. But Madame David has napkins, tablecloths, everything. Glasses, carafes, silverware, you name it, she has it. À très vite, Madame David.
À bientôt. À bientôt, Anna.
As we're going around, I can see things have changed a bit. The stall holders have got less of those items that, you know, very expensive items that nobody was buying. They've kind of adapted to the market, haven't they? Don't get me wrong, there are still quite a few nice stands with those things on, but the majority of stands have adapted, haven't they? And they've got pieces in that people will actually buy, which is kind of better, really. So we're at stand 122. This guy from Toulouse. I think this.
And then just pull a bit because I can't see the full telephone number. That's it, we have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you're making sure that you've got that just in case anybody else has the same problem as you.
Definitely.
And that problem is mirrors. We love mirrors, you especially, Anna, but look at this stand.
I
Some
do.
amazing mirrors.
Wow, this
pan
is
round
mirror
maybe,
heaven, Ed.
and I'll try and get a couple of prices.
Wow.
Okay, this one here is at 1500. Of course, glass mirrors with mercury backing. Absolutely nothing to say about that in the way of. Yeah, it's all the original, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. A couple of cracks here and there, but nothing wrong with it, nothing missing. This one here is 2,800. Has a little repair to do if you fancy doing the repair at the bottom, but it's absolutely stunning.
Mercure.
So it's glass on mercury.
And the price is, Ed?
Well, that one's 2,800, and this one here is 1,500. I've got something else to show you though, and this is for our regular viewers. If you're not a regular viewer, subscribe, ring that bell, give us a thumbs up, and become a regular viewer. But our regular viewers will recognise this. This mirror's sold already, but we have this exact same.
Avec les grappes de raisin. Oui.
And we created one of these, didn't we?
We did.
So we have the mould for that. So if we took a very basic mirror, we can always mould some, pop them on the top, and make it a bit more grand. But that's a lovely mirror, but it's sold.
Celui-là, c'est Art Nouveau, tout mercure.
So this Art Nouveau is at $650, which is a bit more reasonably priced for people. And then, what was that one? 800?
800, yes.
Lovely, lovely mirror with an angel in. I could see that in most homes, to be honest.
Yes, it's beautiful. I mean, if I could, I'd buy them all and have like my own hall of mirror room.
You'd be your best mate, wouldn't you?
I would. They are beautiful.
I love this stand. Great mirrors, like we said. You learn something new every day. Have you seen? He's screwed wood to the back. So I'm trying to find something that's easy to show you. This one over here. He screwed wood to the backs so that the actual plaster or any ornate bits don't get chipped. It's really quite clever, isn't it?
It is. So this pair here is already sold.
Et les autres, ils vont aller. Et celui-là aussi est très joli aussi. Celui-là, c'est la dimension. D'habitude, c'est rectangulaire là.
These are really interesting because these are obviously wood. Well, not obviously, but these are made of wood, carved wood, 18th century. And you had the price, didn't you, Anna?
Yes.
What was this one?
$250.
And this one?
$350.
Wow. Lovely.
They are beautiful.
Nice examples of the actual time period that they were making these mirrors in. Like that you wouldn't get onto an art nouveau, would you, or anything like that? You know?
No, but it's nice to see the difference.
Yeah.
Those are nice chairs, not for the cave, but there's something else there. Okay, I have fallen in love yet another time. Crystal, obviously.
It's a talking point. It's centre of your table when people arrive. Would you like a glass of champagne? I'm not going to show you how it works because I'd probably break it. But basically, I think you have to take the bottle out and then the glasses slide out.
Okay, we're having the demo there.
And then après, on enlève le verre. Chacun.
Glasses out. Wow. Okay. And it's like handmade.
Yeah. Well, it's 1,200 euros. But there's a little extra bonus. You know what that is?
No.
The wine glasses and the water glasses come with it.
Oh, so Lorraine crystal.
There's no glasses with this one, but I think it's current enough to be able to find the glasses and put them in.
Yes. And it's beautiful. This could be a nice centerpiece on its own, yeah.
That's at 650. But there's something else that's caught my eye in here. Come have a look.
Oh, you're not going far.
That little wine cave that I found in there, it was small enough to go down in the cave in Villeneuve. It looked really good, and the crisscross pattern kind of goes with those chairs that I'm looking for. It had a nice little lock on it as well, and it was about, like I say, about the right height. So I mean, that was on at 250. Maybe maybe we'll come back to that if we can find the chairs. So this is one of those stands that I was saying. It's got those exceptional pieces, particularly expensive pieces as well. We've done quite a few vlogs on those, so today we're just going to kind of pass by that one, but it is a lovely stand.
Ed meeting with some fans whilst I work. Ed, you've met
I've met a couple of friends. Yeah.
Yes.
Basically,
Together, yeah.
basically, last week the Chateau DIY episode where we brought people here and it was raining and we brought some people here to buy some stuff like we're doing next weekend. It's just been on TV, so these guys were like thinking about it, and then they saw me and they were like, gotta speak to you.
Oh, and we just found out.
If you can take a photo with the sign.
Il fait bon là.
I try to have, yeah.
It looks really nice. I think I'm going to show everyone what Christoph Vincent has here. How beautiful is this lamp here? Okay, I don't know about everyone, but Charles and Emma love ice cream, and how cute are these? With little birdies. There's a lovely lady that did come to the antique fair last year, and she's coming back this year, and she was after a tapestry. This is a very colorful one, and it looks in a great condition. Okay, so more news on the tapestry. It's signed at the bottom corner just here. I'm gonna show everyone. And obviously handmade, and it's on at 800 euros, but there is there is like a bit of negotiation to be made.
Ça en
Napoleon III,
J'ai ça.
400 euros for the beautiful box.
Très belle chose.
Okay, another beautiful Napoleon III piece, 600 euros for the table. Okay, Christophe Vincent is getting another beauty out, and this tray, oh, how stunning is that?
Very stunning, yeah.
Beautiful. How much is that?
Oh, 250.
250 euros
Yeah.
for the beautiful tray.
Il doit sentir Xena en fait.
Pour faire un câlin, c'est comme ça.
Mais comme avec ma chaîne Xena.
Ed can't miss out on the doggy action.
Voilà, moi aussi, moi les chiens, pour moi, quand on me refuse que le chien il aille quelque part, vous vous rendez compte, hein, les humains sont beaucoup plus sales que les animaux.
Well, I'm struggling to find those chairs. I think we need to come back, don't we, Anna?
I think we do. But we did like advance a lot because we saw pretty much a, I'm going to call it a wine cave or a bottle holder.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll come back and see whether we can find that chair set. We'll keep you all updated, obviously.
That sounds good, Ed.
Well, on that note, I think we'll leave it there, Anna. If you did enjoy today's vlog, please give us a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell so you can see when the next vlog's out. See you all next
soon.
time.
Au revoir, Christophe.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you soon.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.